Wait. Why haven't you started your family childcare program yet? Do you feel like you don't know what to do? You don't know how to get started? You don't know where to begin? In this video, I'm going to show you how to start your family childcare program here in Alabama. My name is Miranda Ednison, and I am a successful family childcare provider. I help those who inspire to open up a family childcare program here in Alabama. I also help those who are already family childcare providers but need help with record keeping as far as the staff record keeping. I help you come up with a strategy to stay update with your records. Now, I want to show you right now how you can start your family childcare program and be successful. So one of the first things that you have to do when starting your family childcare program, if you're renting, you want to reach out to your landlord and you want to get permission to serve children in your home. This is a very important piece because you don't want any trouble down the road. If you start your home daycare and you don't have permission from your landlord and your landlord find out you have a whole business in your home, this may not go too well, okay? So you can't just assume and say, oh, my landlord will be fine. No, go ahead and get that in writing because business is business, okay? So that's the first thing you want to do. If you own your own home, then you're going to reach out to the zoning department. It's the next step. So after you have permission from your landlord, if you're renting, you're going to reach out to the zoning department, okay? So the next thing that you're going to do, reach out to the zoning department and you're going to see if your location is okay for you to serve children in your home. You're going to go ahead and call. You're going to give them your address. You're going to say, hey, I want to open up a family childcare program in my home. Can you please look at the map or can you please let me know if I can serve children in my home? Now, the zoning department is going to look at a big picture. Now, let me share something with you. When I first tried to start my family childcare program, I was told I could not put a childcare program in my home because I did not have proper parking. So one of the things that the zoning department is going to look at is, do you have proper space for proper parking, and do you have proper space for parents to get in and out of your home safely without the children getting into the road? So this is one of the things that hindered me. One of the reasons why I did not get past the zoning part. So this is important before you spend any money, before you do anything, before opening up a family childcare program, or even a center location. This is something that you cannot skip. You have to reach out to the zoning department and get permission. In some cases, you may just need to do some things to bring your home up to code as far as the zoning department. In some cases, the zoning department may ask you to come to a meeting with people that are in the community that will be wanting to know, well, why do you want to open up a daycare center? And what are your plans for opening a daycare center? And they have the power to say yes or no. And this is in some cases. Now, each county, each city has their own way they look at the rules and how they look at zoning. So this will have to be determined by your zoning department. But what you will need to do is get permission and written documentation. So once you have written documentation and approval from your zoning department, you will need to keep that because you're going to send that to the Department of Human Resource. Now, speaking of Alabama, you will need to submit that over to the Department of Human Resource. Now, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to reach out to the state fire marshals, okay? They need to come out and do a fire inspection in your home. So this is the second thing. Then you're going to need written documentation. Usually what I've noticed is the fire marshal will go ahead and send it to the Department of Human Resource, because business is business and I believe in good record keeping, I like to go ahead and have my copy. So I make sure I have my own copy as well of the fire inspection. So go ahead and put that fire inspection in your copy. Go ahead and prepare to submit that over to the Department of Resource on your part as well. So that is the next thing that you need to do. Now that you have gotten the two important pieces out of the way that determines whether you can even open up a family childcare program, let's get to the next part. The next thing you would need to do is become familiar with the rules and regulations of what family childcare is. You need to know you're going to have to create a policy and procedure handbook You're going to have to submit that over to the Department of Resource. So what they're going to want to see is specific things. So what you're going to need to do with the state of Alabama is you're going to need to go to the Department of Human Resource, alabama.gov website, and you're going to print that copy of the standards and start reading it. You're going to create your policies and procedures for your parents, because this is the foundation. This is the foundation for your program. So that's what you're going to do. Now I want to share with you some things that you're going to need to get started. You're going to need a TB skin test and a physical CPR certification. You're going to need training in child development. You're going to need health and safety training. You're going to have a background check, proof of your education. These are things that you will need to have to check off your list to send in to the Department of Human Resource before you start your family child care program. Today, I have shared with you the steps on getting started with your family child care program. Now, I would love for you to reach out with me to take you a little bit farther on how to open up your family child care program. Let's get started. Let's go.